As I just wanted to make a quick video about why I hate One Piece, and it's actually a very simple reason, right? I'm just gonna jump right into it. This is gonna be short. I'm just gonna get into why I absolutely despise that anime. Why I think it's the most overhyped anime ever made. I think it is the most undeserving of fame in the entire anime genre. In terms of its anime, it doesn't do particularly well. I think Demon Slayer outdoes it. I think Dragon Ball absolutely does. Naruto, I believe, at its peak, 100% outdid what One Piece does to this day, anime-wise. But as we all know, it is the best-selling manga. Why is that, you may ask? Well, it's because it has 5 billion fucking chapters and it's not segmented into different series. For example, Naruto splits off from Naruto into Naruto Shippuden. When calculated, these are not counted together. Same with Dragon Ball, which goes from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, and none of these individual parts are anywhere close to how many chapters One Piece has. This feat is always overstated. If you equalize the amounts of chapters, Dragon Ball easily pops out on top. I believe Demon Slayer also outsells One Piece by quite a bit if you were to equalize the chapters. Same with Naruto outsells One Piece if you equalize the chapters. The fact is, it just has so many fucking chapters that it is bound to be one of the best-selling manga because it has relative success. This is something that was well known for a long time. I don't know why One Piece fans seem to have forgotten this. I've been to anime a very long time, and I'll tell you this right now. Absolutely, this was common knowledge amongst all anime fans that One Piece was not very popular in the West. It's starting to get more popular. I've never seen so many like delusional One Piece fans running around, but generally it was like it was carried by Japan, and I still think it's mostly carried by Japan. But in light of anime becoming more mainstream, as anime become, the more mainstream it becomes, the more One Piece fans go up. Obviously, I'd say it's not really as noticeable for Naruto since it kind of ended, and Dragon Ball has always been so Dragon Ball has always eclipsed the rest of anime so much that if there is a growth, it's not even like noticeable. Like if somebody says, "Hey, I like One Piece now," I'm like, okay, this is a newer anime fan. Or they've been around for a while, but they were one of like, I'm not gonna say a few, it was always a good amount, it was considered the big three, but like it's just something where like if somebody says they're a One Piece fan, is a good chance that they are a new anime fan. When somebody says they like, I don't know, Dragon Ball, I'm like, I can't tell. And the thing is with Dragon Ball, it's one of those things where like you 99% chance you just saw it as a kid, right? So this is very much a new age phenomenon, and I'm not gonna get too into it, but I don't like new age anime very much. I don't think the new fan base really understands what makes things like Dragon Ball so fucking iconic and great. I am a Dragon Ball. I'm a believer that Dragon Ball is the greatest anime of all time. It probably won't ever be surpassed, just for the fact of it accomplishing what none of these anime ever could have in its place. I don't think if you put One Piece to Dragon Ball's era, it could have made Funimation what it became, made anime what it is today. I don't think it's particularly influential to anime. And this isn't hatred towards One Piece in particular, this is most anime, but like for One Piece in particular, as popular as it is, the reason I know these fans don't know what the fuck they're talking about is because you never hear artists be like, yeah, my main inspiration was One Piece. Like, I've literally never heard this. Granted, I haven't been deep into interviews with mangakas recently. That's something I was more into when I had time as a kid. But I've just never heard this. I've never heard mangaka be like, yeah, Oda was a real big inspiration for my work. And I'm gonna give you the reason right here, and the main reason I hate One Piece. It's because One Piece is literally discount Dragon Ball to the extreme, and before you get fucking mad, the main thing here to cite is Luffy. He is quite literally Goku to the point that they are indistinguishable personality wise. The only distinguishing factor is obviously character design and how they look, because Oda, I'm sure, would have copied Goku if that was legal to do so, because he's literally the same character. Hey, I like to eat a lot. If granted, Naruto shares a lot of similarities with Goku as well. His jumpsuit's obviously inspired. A lot of the characters are inspired. Oda himself says that his stuff is inspired from One Piece, but Kishimoto was heavily inspired from I said Naruto. Oda will admit that a lot of his stuff submitted. Jesus Christ, I can't even fucking speak. He'll admit that a lot of his stuff is pulled from Dragon Ball, just like Kishimoto would admit a lot of his stuff was also pulled from Dragon Ball and put into Naruto. Hence Naruto's blonde hair, blue eyes, that's not all. Okay, relax. Orange and blue jumpsuit or jacket and pants. His coloring was inspired by Goku. A lot of shit was. The Son Goku and Jiraiya. Like homie's name, I mean not Jiraiya, fucking Roshi. I'm having a brain fart right now, but Roshi and Son Goku, obviously inspired from Dragon Ball. Some people try to say this is from Journey to the West, and there's no character named Roshi in Journey to the West, from what I can remember, especially not one who has a close relationship with Wukong. So it's obviously a Dragon Ball reference. He also has the Four Tails, but we're getting off track. I think One Piece is I think Luffy as a character in particular is such a carbon like bullshit ass copy that people try to mount as this goat of anime when he's literally Goku. When I say every single way he reacts is the exact same way Goku would react, damn near, outside of obvious like verse differences, like they don't know the exact same shit. They were raised slightly or very differently, but they're the same character, and that's what I dislike about it. I feel like they came from an era where everything was based off of Dragon Ball, but with Bleach and Naruto, it feels like the creators had some inspiration and completely learned how to make it their own thing, and absolutely segmented their main characters from being a Goku clone. Like calling Naruto a Goku clone like in 2024 would be fucking insane. Like he's a completely different character. These two have completely different goals. They are very different in like so many ways, in terms of how they treat their kids. Very different, well, similar in some ways, but very different. How much they enjoy fighting, that's not really a thing Naruto has in common with Goku. I think his whole thing is creating peace and all this other shit, whereas Luffy feels like he is literally ripped from Kid Goku and never grows past being in Goku's shadow. Luffy will never be a greater character than Goku. Just off rip, he's a complete clone of the character, and he lacks what makes Goku so enjoyable. One, the authenticity and the creativity and original design of the author, Akira Toriyama. Toriyama is one of the most creative motherfuckers out there, and I will give it to One Piece. They have some creative shit. The problem is the creative shit isn't fucking good. I think the designs are fucking dog shit in One Piece. I think it is the worst drawn manga I have ever seen that has had any sort of popularity. It is horrible to look at. I think it is the most dog shit anime art style that you could have ever made, or manga art style, however you want to call it. And that is obviously personal preference, but they look fucking goofy. They straight up look like something you would find on 4Kids, like an original show that they would make. It looks horrible. It's so goofy that even serious moments can't be taken serious. I think when Ace dies, this is something where if you've never watched One Piece, you still have seen the scene with Goku, yeah, basically where Goku 2 is crying and his jaw detaches. He's like, oh, and it's really goofy, right? We've all seen that. Sad for One Piece fans. For everybody else, we're laughing at this dog shit ass looking scene. I hate to tell you guys, but there are just much better drawn manga. Like, I don't know. It's a bad art style. I don't know what else to tell you. The characters' proportions are really goofy. I understand this is because of, oh, in this world, the devil fruits fucks up your body and how you look. I understand that. I get that. I've seen Oda do stuff like his anniversary drawings for Dragon Ball. They look pretty fucking good. I think he's a good artist. This isn't necessarily saying he has no talent as an artist. This is saying that series is dog shit. Like, I don't know how anyone looks at that anime and takes a single second of it serious. Like when Luffy's getting his blood transfused into the shark dude, right? It was Luffy, right? Yeah, I think it was. Blood transfusion scene, everybody knows what I'm talking about. The homie, like, the proportions are so off, bro. Like, what is this? What are you? How is his blood making it into his body and helping him at all? How is he giving that much blood, bro? Like, the body proportions are so out of whack that they just have the same issue that Dragon Age of Velguard had, where the heads are either too big or the bodies are too big and the heads are too tiny. It's just very goofy. I personally can't take it serious. In terms of Luffy being a Goku copy, because I kind of got off track there, the love to eat like a shit ton obviously pulled from Goku. His personality pulled from Goku. His rage moments kind of pulled from Goku. Yeah, I mean, even down to his latest transformation, completely overshadowed by Mastered UI. I don't even think it's close. I've seen One Piece fans try to argue this. Ultra Instinct was the biggest event to happen in anime and probably the last 20 years since Dragon Ball's been gone. And I don't even think that's arguable. Like, Dragon Ball returning completely changes the game because it appeals to hardcore anime fans, because every shonen anime is based off of Dragon Ball in one way or another. And two, so many fans who like anime today started with Dragon Ball, no matter their age. It's a very easy anime to get into because it is not carried by plot or convoluted story. It is carried by characters who are insurmountable in their enjoyability. I guess this is gonna turn into a Dragon Ball versus One Piece video, but the reason I hate One Piece is because it is a carbon copy of possibly the greatest anime of all time, and it does not live up to it. There is no planet where Luffy will ever. One Piece could go on for the next 50 years and Dragon Ball could end today, and Luffy will never have the impact Goku does. Never, not in a million years. And my proof of that is Dragon Ball as a series ended for 20 fucking years, came back and beat out every other anime in the fucking game. That's the kind of legendary status something like Dragon Ball has. And if you're gonna copy that, you need to fucking like hit it out of the park with animation, voice acting, art style, the fights, and One Piece succeeds at none. I don't think there's a single One Piece fight, movies included, because that's the only way to make this fair, that can compare to the Dragon Ball Broly movies fights at all. I haven't watched all of One Piece, granted, because I don't like it. Like, I'm just not gonna force myself to have an opinion on something by watching 1,000 episodes of it. However, I do watch fights, obviously, from anime even that I haven't watched fully, or for anime I don't plan on watching. One Piece has nothing like that. People love the fights of Dragon Ball. I don't think One Piece beats out Dragon Ball in any way. I don't think the fights are as in-depth and calculated as Naruto. So Naruto has that going for it, where it's just like way more calculated, way more shit goes into it. Jujutsu Kaisen has that as well, where they are much deeper fights. Dragon Ball is just gonna be like, there's no flashbacks. There's no flashbacks. There's no, I'm gonna save you. They take a break for 10 seconds and then they start beating each other's ass again. Like, that's Dragon Ball, right? One Piece has that Dragon Ball style with like just the most dog shit ass abilities. It's just not as fun to watch. I don't know what to tell you. I think One Piece, the reason it's so popular today, at least in the West, Japan I can't speak for, I don't know what impact that had on their culture, but I think this new surging popularity for One Piece last like 10 years, I want to say, is mostly people who want to feel different from Dragon Ball fans, or like most of the anime fandom that grew up watching Dragon Ball, and they want to like prop up this other big three that's not Naruto again to feel different. I think that's people's main motivation for a lot of shit that they like. I think they will purposefully shit on stuff that's popular just so that they seem different. Me hating One Piece is not a different opinion, by the way. I think this is very common amongst everyone who like other big three anime or Dragon Ball, because One Piece fans are fucking unbearable. Like, these motherfuckers will watch an episode of Luffy taking a dump and will claim this is the strongest dump ever taken. It can fight Galaxy Busters from Sailor Moon, and then they'll say it's also the best episode ever made. Like, these motherfuckers will literally take the most bullshit ass scenes and like characters and shit and try to prop them up. Listen, Zoro's just bullshit ass Piccolo, and Luffy is just bullshit ass Goku, and they don't hit. They just don't hit. They will never have the sort of love, and they'll never draw that smile that you get when you see Piccolo just pop up on screen. He doesn't have to do shit. Piccolo just on screen makes people happy. Like, I guarantee if you go onto YouTube right now, type in Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then put reaction in there. Then you go to the part where Piccolo appears. Entire room, obviously it has to be Dragon Ball fans. It can't be one of the videos where it's like they don't know who Piccolo is, right? Like, non-Dragon Ball fan reacts to Dragon Ball Super Broly. Obviously not that. But anyone who's watched Dragon Ball, just look up Piccolo. Everybody's like, oh, Piccolo, and smiles and is just happy. Just genuine like joy. I'm sure there are people who feel the same way for Zoro, but like, it's just not as widespread for a reason. He's literally Piccolo. I don't know what to tell you. Like, the characters are like just copies and pastes of Dragon Ball characters, but like so much worse. I don't think their designs are as cool. I think Piccolo is one of the most like badass, unique designs in like all of anime. It's like Toriyama is unmatched when it comes to art style and creativity. I think when it comes to characters, if you guys don't know, he's done Dragon Quest, he does Arale, obviously, he has Dragon Ball, and Chrono Trigger, I believe, as well. Like, this dude has worked on a lot of like RPGs and shit. He comes up with like a lot of the monsters and stuff like that. Sandland, which I played, it was okay. And yeah, I think Oda is lacking the ability to push his character to be his own thing. I really dislike Gear 5. I'm gonna get to the next part about why I dislike One Piece. Fans. This is gonna be more so on the fans. This isn't on the anime. I just gotta get this out the fucking way. The fucking power scaling. You guys are actually the dumbest people I have ever seen in my life. These motherfuckers really think Luffy, like, Luffy got Toon Force and they lost their fucking minds. He has the lowest tier of Toon Force known to man, and they act like this can't be surpassed or you can't outlast it. He has it for like 2 minutes, bro. Like, if you put him against someone like Naruto, who literally, let's say Naruto wasn't strong enough to beat Toon Force Luffy, which he is, he would have the fucking stamina to outlast him. This man fought for like 3 days straight with no sleep, bro. Like, Luffy's Toon Force, like, after that he's gassed, and then he has nothing. He has nothing in his arsenal that would hurt Naruto. Like, I don't know what the fuck the fans be smoking, but this transformation is not all that, bro. Like, in a versus battle, I don't think you guys understand. We're not saying, well, if they get the strongest abilities on infinite energy, like a fucking reanimation. That is not what we're saying. We're saying, can this character beat this character? The answer is fuck no. Luffy is not beating Ichigo. This man scales to like fucking, forgive me, it's been a very long time since I've went over the last chapters of Bleach. I've never watched the anime, but I was in there for the manga, okay? Fucking sue me. I'm not watching Study of Blood War right now. But I was there for the manga and the ending that everyone was heated about. I remember those times. I was there, okay? I was a little kid, I was a little pup, but I was there. This motherfucker's like galaxy level now. Fucking, there's universal feats in it. Like, I don't know. Like, there's multiple dimensions being destroyed. And these motherfuckers will swear up and down Two Force Luffy is on that level. It's like, how is he not the fucking Pirate King? How are you over 1,000 episodes in and haven't reached your goal? Granted, Goku didn't reach his goal, quote unquote, but he kind of did like fucking 4 times. But the anime, like, Toriyama got forced to continue the story, which I think is a different scenario, right? Like, the end of Z already happened. Goku reached his goal 20 years ago. It's over 20 now. Many years ago, he reached his goal when Dragon Ball Z ended, and we got the end of Z over 30 years now, I think, actually. And yeah, like, if you're over 1,000 episodes in, you can't find the One Piece, you're not near the strongest pirate. At a certain point, you guys have to realize this is a Pokemon situation, and this motherfucker gonna suck forever. He's never gonna be good, okay? He's never gonna be the strongest. Luffy's not hitting that, at least while Oda's alive. I hate to break it to you guys, these mangaka are getting old. I think One Piece's inability to end is going to kill that fucking piece of work harder than anything else, and I think it's gonna be a dog shit ending. That's another reason I hate One Piece. The ending's obviously gonna be bad. I don't think anyone can really argue against this. The One Piece is the journey and the friends along the way. People who say like, it was confirmed that it will be a physical object, and I want you to ask yourself, what physical object will be worth 2,000 episodes? Because in Dragon Ball Z, the thing is based off of, you literally already got Dragon Balls that give you a wish for anything you want. Is Luffy gonna find the equivalent of the Dragon Balls? You think that's gonna satisfy One Piece fans or any anime fan who has watched Dragon Ball? Really? Like, I want you guys to really sit there and think, like, what could the One Piece be that would make me happy? Because it's not going to be a physical object. I'm gonna tell you that right now, and if it is, it's going to be worse than if it's just the journey. Or it'll be an object with 0 fucking worth. It'll be like a piece of gold or some shit. It'll be dumb as fuck. Outside of that, I don't see the series ending before the creator ends, unfortunately. I hope he makes it to the end of his series, and I hope he has many more years. But the issue is, no matter how many more years he has, I don't think he plans on ending the series. To put this into perspective, 10 years ago, I swear to God, people were saying that One Piece was, like 65% done. People said this shit 15 years ago. I was still in like middle school, bro. I swear to God, people were saying this shit. It's almost over, guys. We're getting close to the end. When the fuck is the end coming? Luffy just got a new form. He hasn't even learned how to control yet. So we're gonna have to get through a whole period of him learning that shit. Unfortunately, One Piece is not getting an ending. Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you guys. It's not getting a good ending, and Oda unfortunately will not be there for his ending. And that is horrible writing. I hate to say it is one of the saddest things in anime, but unfortunately, a lot of mangakas and like people who write manga, they don't make it to the end of their series. I believe that's the person who writes Berserk passed away. Unfortunately, Akira Toriyama passed away, but for him it's a little different because his series kind of ended and he wasn't working on it anymore. We know what happens at the end of Z, which is after Super, if you're wondering. Dragon Ball Daima he got to finish working on before he passed away, so not really him, but at the same time we don't get any more Dragon Ball content from him. Very sad situation. Hunter x Hunter's mangaka is always sick, and he's been struggling with his health for years at this point. I unfortunately I don't think he'll be able to finish Hunter x Hunter, but I'm sure he's planned it out, whether that be through him passing, which I hope doesn't happen, or the fact that he's just too sick to continue working on it, which seems to be the case. JJK, I wish. No, I wish to have it. That's not what I that was an amazing, intrusive thought, bro. I didn't mean that, bro. I think I wish he never finished it, not due to death, but due to deciding not to, because what the fuck was that? Same with my hero. Like, sometimes you just should be the route of One Piece, I suppose, and never end it. But unfortunately, we're not getting Oda's ending. I don't think Oda's gonna make it, man. What you guys have to understand is these people are fucking old now. Like, this is One Piece has been going on for 20 years or over 20 years now. To write a series that lasts this long with no like split point or conclusive ending, it's concerning that you will never find an ending, because I don't think one is coming. And the longer a series like this goes on, dragging it out with nothing interesting being introduced, just more power-ups and more of the same, I don't see what ending would be satisfying. They would have to probably draw from an anime ending that was popular. That's what I assume, because One Piece is all about copying blatantly without any changes. Yeah, I know people are gonna be heated about this. Listen, Luffy is literally Goku, and it pisses me off. Like, it really does. It really pisses me off that he's just a weaker baby Goku. Like, it's just like, come on, bro. Right after Ultra Instinct, we get the fucking we get the Gear 5, and it's just like, bro, these motherfuckers swore. Fuck One Piece fans, bro. Fuck y'all, man. Fuck y'all. Kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck. But we had to get the goddamn we had to get the white hair transparent. They're like, oh, it's so gas. Look at this goofy ass shit. He's like all dancing around like a little punk. It was so bad, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't bad, like, animation wise. I thought it was pretty cool, right? But like, he's all laughing and shit. Then you got the cringe videos, like the dude who cosplayed Luffy. It did that dance in like public where he's like laughing, kicking his feet. Like, Dragon Ball fans do cringe. When Dragon Ball fans do cringe shit, right, it's so fucking funny. And it doesn't make me cringe because, like, 9 times out of 10, they are memeing off of, like, what we used to do as kids. They'll be like, when I was, like, 5 and I thought I could become Super Saiyan, and that'll be, like, a video or something. That shit's funny because, like, every kid did it, right? But it's not you as an active adult. Like, that shit brought me back, actually, to that Dragon Ball video. The guy, I think he said his name was Jayla, and I'm the legendary Super Saiyan. He starts screaming. It was the same vibe, but in 2023. Like, bro, you gotta stop, man. You can't be doing this. Again, just copying Dragon Ball, man. You're copying even the cringe parts of Dragon Ball, man. Okay, I'm into the video, bro. I can't. That shit, I need to go watch that video. That shit makes me laugh so hard, bro. The guy pretending to be Luffy. Oh, man. One Piece fans, man. Anyway, let me just end this off. One Piece is the weakest out of the big three. It's not even fucking close. It's not arguable. Luffy at his max will probably not surpass Naruto without some insane jumps in power towards the end, which is very possible because it's shonen and Naruto did the same shit. 90% of Naruto's best feats come from the war arc and beyond, so fair enough. But it's just One Piece is never gonna end, so I don't see us hitting that point in a reasonable amount of time. Therefore, One Piece is one of the weakest verses. I don't know what you want me to say. On the bright side, it's still stronger than JJK, and Luffy solos that whole verse. Except I don't know what his answer is to Infinity if he gets caught by that. I think he's just clipped. I think all of One Piece's, I haven't seen an ability that really resists that. But other than that, I think Luffy solos the verse. So you guys got that. He can beat Demon Slayer, right, guys? Come on, you can beat Demon Slayer. But in discussions of the big three, recognize the big three we talk about power scaling does not include Luffy. It's Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and I guess Bleach now. Fuck it. Solo leveling, Manhwa. Nah, but let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong about Luffy being a carbon copy of Goku? Like, am I really, like, really? Okay, to answer this, please be people that have watched all of Dragon Ball. I mean, even OG Dragon Ball, and watched a good chunk of One Piece. Let me know if I'm wrong and how and what the differences are. But I think most of you could agree he is a carbon copy of Goku, like the most shameless carbon copy in all of anime. Like, I don't think there's a single character more close to Goku than Luffy. And I don't think he's better Goku at all. I think Goku's significantly more lovable. He came first. Like, it's you can't replace Goku's lovability. Like, Goku on screen just makes me feel better. It makes a lot of people who grew up with him feel better. Truth is, most people just didn't grow up on One Piece, bro. Not as much as Dragon Ball. Not even close. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. I'm gonna go watch that Jalen video, go on Super Saiyan, and also the guy pretend to be Luffy and decide which one's more cringe. Bye.